One thing on the mind of nearly every agent and broker heading into 2009 is whether prices will finally begin to harden across the board. After the losses of 2008, how could this not happen, even in a recession? Joseph R. Lebens, a principal for the insurance consulting business of Towers Perrin, offers a ray of hope for those looking for a property casualty pricing correction.
I don't see how the market can't harden going into 2009. When the industry loses potentially $80 billion of its capital position from a year ago, that has to have an impact on prices. The weather losses that we've seen in 2008 have to have an impact on the property prices. I'll say common sense that would happen.
But common sense does not always rule, as any veteran of the property casualty cycles will tell you. But this cycle, or soft market, is coinciding with one of the worst economic downturns in memory. Does this period compare to any period in the recent past from which lessons may be drawn? Here's Lebens again.
The industry has always gone through underwriting cycles, and we've yet to learn our lessons from 20 years ago, from 10 years ago. As the cycle goes up and down, prices harden, prices soften, and it's something that is just a phenomenon in the insurance industry for many reasons. I think if we look at specific situations such as Hurricane Andrew or the hurricanes from a couple years ago, Katrina, Rita, and Wilma, and compare it to what took place in 2008, there might be some similarities in the sense that what happened back in the early 90s with Andrew, and then again after 9/11, also as an example, is capital flowed into the insurance industry. And we expect that capital will flow into the insurance industry this time around as well. Perhaps not at least initially, not in the magnitude that we saw previously, primarily because those who would invest in the insurance industry may not be able to access the money that they need in order to acquire companies or make that kind of capital investment.
There is plenty to worry about, so maybe it's good news that Lebens doesn't think the recent presidential election and Democrats gaining control of Congress will have all that much effect on insurance in 2009. There are other issues that the government has to face, and clearly, President Obama and Congress have the financial crisis to keep them busy. So if agents and brokers should stop worrying about Washington, what should they be doing to position themselves for success in 2009? What should they do that maybe they haven't done in the past or paid much attention to? Lebens offers his advice.
I think agents and brokers need to do their homework on their carriers that they place business with, because again, their clients are going to be asking questions about the security of the carriers. There's certainly going to be an errors and omissions risk that is probably going to be escalated for agents and brokers because of if they place the business with the wrong carrier, and nobody knows who that might be, it creates exposure for the agents and brokers.